Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. You are welcome once again to B1 lessons, and today it is lesson 8. Now, today we'll look at reading, and in the exam, PET exam, you have reading part 3. The part 3 deals with a text. You read a text and you decide if 10 sentences are correct or incorrect. First, you have to decide if the words in the question mean the same as the words in the text. Complete the words in the expressions on the right so they match the expressions on the left. So these are the expressions on the left. These are the same meaning. They have similar meaning. So what we have to do is our busiest day. We must complete this with some letters so that the meaning will be the same. And when you look at it, I think the letters we can use to complete our words, O, S, and T. So we have here, I'll try my best to write here. So O, S, and T. So this is what we have here, the most people. And then here, reduced. This is like what? Pay less. I'm trying to see whether I can, let me just use this. So pay less. So I can have here, let me see whether this fits in. It fits in, yes, so pay less. And then we have up to 6. This is what? Maximum of 6. So maximum of 6. And then we have forbidden. Forbidden. It means what? Not allowed. So we have a not allowed. So not allowed. And then we have here beyond the park. Beyond the park. That is outside the park. So we have here outside the park. So these are the meanings of these words. Now, the text opposite is about a shopping mall. Look at the sentences 1 to 10 in exercise 4. What will you read about in the text? So these are the questions. This is what we mean by 1 to 10. You have yet sentences 1 to 10. This is, here are they, 1 to 10. These are sentences about the text here, about the article here. An article about a mall, the South Lakes Mall, this article. And what are we to read about it? Now, you look at the sentences here, and then you read for information about these sentences from the text. Okay, so it is reading for details. You look for tafasil. Now, read the text quickly. As you read, underline the parts of the text which contain the answers to the questions. So we have to read the text quickly, and then we underline the parts that of the text which contain answers to the questions. So we can do this. Now let's look at 1. Says the park stays open later than the shops every day in summer. When you look at this, the part of the text that we need to read is just the beginning. It talks about the time that they stay open. So when we look here, you can see the beginning. This is the time here. So the answer to this is something we can find here. We look at the time they stay open. That is the shops. And we compare to the time that the park also stay open. And so when you read this, you can answer question 1. And when we read, you can see that the park stay open later than the shops every day in summer. This is summer. So we look at the park. They close at what? 8. Okay? And then, but when you look at the shops, every day, the shops, look at the time they close, 9. So question 1 is not true. This is 9, this is 8. So it is not true. So this is example of what you are expected to do. So when you look at the question, this is not true. And what they want you to do is, if it is correct, write A. If it is not correct, you write B. So here, it's not correct. So we just write B. We just write B beside it. So we write B. We write B beside it. So it's not correct. We write B. Okay. So I want you to pause the recording, then go down, scroll down, and read the text, and then you answer. If it's correct, write A. If it's not correct, you write B. So take your time, and then read the text, and then you come back to answer before you look at the answers. Pause the recording and complete the rest before. So pause the recording when you finish before you look at the answers. So now let's look at 2. There are the most people at the mall on Fridays. There are the most people on Fridays. Here, let's go back to the text and see. There are the most people at the mall on Fridays. So here, when you go, just go and look for Friday in the text. So let's look for Fridays in the text. So we go down, we scroll down. So I have to clear this. We scroll down, we look for Friday, and this is Friday. You can see Friday here. This is Friday. Okay, so this is Friday. And they said our busiest day. So this is what? It is true. More people on Friday. So we go back and then choose the correct answer as Friday. So it is what? It is true. So if it's true, we just write B. So 2 is A. It's not true. It is true. A is, there are most people, and it is true. What we saw, it is true. So we just write our A here. So A is correct. Here it is B. Okay. Now, then we come to 3. There is an information center on the same floor as the cinema. So we go back to the text, and then we look for cinema and information center. Look for information center and cinema. So let's clear this. Then we scroll down. Information center and cinema. We go down, information center and cinema. So let's look for cinema and information center. Yes. So you can see them here, underline them. And then where's the cinema? Good. Now the question says that there is an information center on the same floor as the cinema, the same floor. So let's look at it. When you arrive, go to one of the information offices to get a map. There is one by the main bus stop, and another at the bottom of the escalator, which goes up to the cinema. So at the bottom of the escalator, which goes up. So we can see these are different floors. So they are not on the same floor. So it's not correct. So we write B. So when we go back, we can see the answer is B. 3. We clear this. So the answer is B. So the answer is B. It's capital B. So this is the answer. So you do this and read all, and then you get all the answers. So after pause the recording for some time, complete it before you look at the answers. And one important thing that you should also know, is that the questions follow a certain order. The questions are in the same order as the information in the text. Some parts of the text are not texted, okay? So what they mean here is that the questions start from the top and it goes down. So start reading from the top, then you go down. 1 is up, 2 is down, next question 3 is next, 4, then you go down up to 10. You go down, you don't go up and come back, no. You just go down from the top, you go to the bottom, okay? Good. So now let's see the answers. Let me give you all the answers so that you can see. Pause the recording, finish before you check your answers. So you can all see the answers. So 1, the answer is B. And then 2, the correct answer is A. And then 3, the correct answer is B. And then 4, the correct answer is B again. And then 5, the correct answer is A. And then 6, the correct answer is B. Then 7, the correct answer is A. Then 8, the correct answer is A again. And then 9, the correct answer is B. And then 10, the correct answer is B again. So these are the answers. So make sure you check the reading, you complete it before you listen to this part of the recording. Okay, so let's now move to another activity. So now we have here a different kind of false friend. Now, sometimes in English, some words may sound the same. You may think this is correct, this is also correct. But let's look at some mistakes many students make. There are some English words which are also used in other languages, but in different ways. Now, so correct the mistakes in these. What they mean is that there are some English words which are also used in other languages, but in different ways. We have words like in Arabic, when someone has died, you use the word mat. But this word mat is a name. It means what? Someone has died in Arabic from the word mouth. But in English, mat is a name of a person, Matthew, and we make it short, Matt. So there are some words. We have a sound, you have the word in Arabic, but when you go to another language, the same word is there, but the meaning is different. And this is what we call false friend or false friends. Good. So now let's correct the mistakes in these pet students' sentences. Replace the underlying words with the correct English forms. So now there are a lot of campings that we like. Now, this is wrong. Campings is wrong. The correct word should be campsite. So the correct word here should be, I'll write it beside it. Campsites. So this should be the correct word instead of campings. And then we have the next is there aren't any shoppings or cinemas here. Now, we don't say shoppings, we say shops. Shopping is an activity, but yeah, shop is a place. We say shops. Or we can also say shopping centers or shopping malls. Shopping centers, or we can also say shopping malls. So these are what we can say. So it seems I need to clear this and then write it again for you. Let me write them again for you to get it. Let me write it better for you. So let's look at the first one is campsites. Then we have the second, which is shops or shopping mall. Shopping centers. Or shopping malls. Good. So this is 2. Yes. Now it's better. Now then we have here, I went quickly to the police station to tell them what happened. So I went quickly to the police office to tell them what is happening. And instead of police office, we say police station. You don't use the word office, we use station. So here we have police station. So we have police station. Then I will see you in the cinema parking at 8:30. Now, we don't say cinema parking, just we say cinema car park. So we change this to car park. Okay, so this is it. These are some mistakes many students make. The underlying words are have different meanings and we use them differently. Many students do that, but these are the correct answers. So we've come to the end of today's lesson. Inshallah, we'll meet again tomorrow for lesson 9. Thank you.